The long-running court battle over ocean territory between Kenya and Somalia has drawn to a climactic end, but the issue is far from resolved. The International Court of Justice, which is based in The Hague, awarded most of the 100,000 square kilometre zone in the Indian Ocean to Somalia, to Kenya's angry rejection. Somali leaders and people rejoiced at the verdict.
By respecting the laws and the international conventions of the world, the Somalia federal government clearly states that it abides by the decision of the court, and we expect the neighboring country Kenya to respect the international rule of law.
It is a big happy day for all Somali people after the court verdict on the dispute. The case was in court for 7 years. It's a historical victory for all of us.
Across the border, Kenyan anger was clear.
Kenya wishes to indicate that it rejects in totality and does not recognize the findings in the decision.
We are not really pleased as Kenyans because our territory has been taken away from us. So our government is very steadfast. We are going to defend our border.
At the heart of the dispute is the direction of the sea border where their land frontiers meet on the coast. Kenya argues that this borderline should go straight out eastwards. Somalia insists that the boundary should follow the orientation of the land border and thus head southeast. Somalia appealed to the court in 2014 after years of talks failed. Though the ICJ's rulings are final, they are not binding, and this means that the stalemate continues. States can, however, go to the UN Security Council if another country fails to obey a ruling. The sea border is an issue of national pride, but also money. The disputed area is believed to contain rich gas and oil deposits, and also comes with important fishing rights. The trial for the assassination of Burkina Faso's ex-president Thomas Sankara got off to a false start this week. The case opened on Monday, but the court promptly adjourned for 2 weeks after defense lawyers requested more time to examine the files. Pan-Africanist and left-wing icon Sankara was shot dead in 1987 in a push that brought his former right-hand man Blaise Compaore to power. 14 people have been charged for the killing. Compaore, the chief accused, is boycotting the trial, his lawyers announced. This drew sharp criticism from Sankara's widow.
It's really not fair that he's not here. He should be here. He should have the courage to be here. But you know, not everyone is courageous. They run from the truth.
Blaise Compaore, who now lives in Ivory Coast, has always denied involvement in Sankara's killing. It was a taboo topic during his 27-year rule. Burkina Faso has long been burdened by the silence, and many are angry that the killers have gone unpunished.
Our expectations are simply that the truth be told, that light be shed on this bloody, I would even say very bloody, case. So we are after truth and justice. Our expectations are that the law be the same for everyone, that there be no super citizen above the rest.
Thomas Sankara ruled in Burkina Faso for 4 years. His fiery rhetoric against capitalism and corruption won him many admirers. In a sign of his enduring popularity, some have called for the trial to be filmed for posterity. But the military court in Ouagadougou has blocked any recordings. Sierra Leone has officially abolished the death penalty. President Julius Maada Bio signed the law scrapping the punishment after lawmakers approved the text in July.
The state must now set the example by demonstrating that it places the highest value on all human life. The abolition of the death penalty will mark an important and symbolic departure from the past to the future. I wish to thank ordinary Israelis who in their hundreds and thousands have urged fellow citizens to do right and remove this dastardly law.
The country's last executions in 1998 targeted 24 military officers who had attempted a coup the year before. Under the new law, execution will be replaced with life imprisonment or a minimum 30-year jail term for crimes such as murder or mutiny. Sierra Leone joins a growing number of African countries that have outlawed the death penalty, with Malawi banning it earlier this year and Chad last year. Worldwide, only around 50 countries still use capital punishment.
Can the solutions for the problems of the future be found in the past? In Senegal, this company uses a traditional technique that helps cool down buildings in the hot climate. These workers are making bricks by compressing raw earth and cement. While cement blocks are hollow, the earth bricks are solid. This better insulates buildings and helps to keep the temperatures inside at a constant.
We use this press, which you can see behind me, to make bricks that are ready to go. The advantage of BTCs is that they have good thermal mass. The thicker the wall, the greater the effect.
DOUDOU DEME is an engineer who founded the company ELEMENTERRE 10 years ago in Mbour region, 80 kilometres from Dakar. With the rise of eco-responsible housing, his business is going from strength to strength, as well as creating new jobs. But this construction technique is still very rare in Senegal. Cement remains cheap and the concrete lobby powerful.
The goal of the average Senegalese building a house is to do it as cheaply and quickly as possible, so naturally he'll copy the techniques most familiar to him, and what he sees all the time is concrete, so he won't even think about another material, and he'll say to himself, well, at the worst, I'll put in air conditioning. He's going to put in an AC, and that means more energy consumption too.
When construction on this house is completed, it won't need air conditioning. Its 4 floors are made of compressed earth bricks.
When it's hot outside, the bricks keep the coolness inside, and the other way around. When it's cold, it's cozy inside. They regulate the temperature inside the room. That's if it's well designed and well built, if it's been well done.
The construction material is not the whole story. The building also needs clever design, well positioned in relation to the sun, with windows in the right places to let the air in. It must also be in a green space, and that's not a simple ask in Dakar.
We have no trees, or less and less. We don't have open spaces. Everything is mineralized. The earth is mineralized. So everywhere outside we have the sun reflecting off the concrete, so the heat is everywhere.
For bricks to win out against concrete, there needs to be a real push from the government. For now, that's a long way off. Most of Elementerre's clients are wealthy individuals. Today, more than half of all Senegalese live in cities, and faced with advancing urbanisation, concrete continues to dominate the skylines.